Alright, hello. Welcome back to Space Pioneer Simulator. Sure, I'm actually up on Twitch here. And there we are. Alright, so last time we successfully made EOS somewhat survivable for people. Now, I took, well, I was starting to get a bit of a headache last night when I was playing, so I took some medication. Went to sleep for a little bit, a few hours, and then got up, felt good. I wanted to do some more. So I started the game up again, went back to EOS, I wanted to casually explore the rest of EOS. See what other minutia, side quests. Mainly I was trying to hunt down resources. Turns out there's really not a whole lot more to EOS I can explore than what we saw last time, because the other area is kind of immediately outside of where I was. Still have fallout levels of radiation in them, so couldn't really go that far in them, but I have heard that stuff goes away over time, so we'll probably have to go back to EOS at some point. But, excuse me. Excuse me again. But there is stuff to talk about with the crew we can do. I haven't had proper introductions with everybody yet. I've been kind of holding off. I didn't talk to the people up on the bridge here yet, so we'll talk to them, get their opinion on things. Oh, by the way, I'm at a black hole. Not too close. I explored the other systems for resources too. Apparently there was some, I picked up a quest to craft something that I don't have the resources for. Where it is, EOS. No, not that. That. These. There might be monkeys on the ship. I don't know. I haven't seen them. There was some task I had where I had to craft something, and I didn't have the resources to make it. So, yeah, craft the Pathfinder chest piece. And apparently I need, platinum to make it, and I don't have any platinum. I haven't been able to find any platinum. I scoured EOS for platinum, and I couldn't find any. So that task will just have to remain undone until I can find some platinum. But anyway, let's talk to the bridge crew, because I should talk to everybody between the main story missions, because they all have something to say between main story missions, so I just kind of did half of it last time. I'll do more of it now, get that out of the way before I go head back to Nexus for the final wrap-up of the mission I'm actually in, which I need to make sure I'm still highlighting, because this journal system's a little... I wouldn't say the journal system's bad. I think it's the UI. It's kind of weird. Go here. Now see, if I click something, that selects it, but if also I click something, that activates the quest tracker too. So I'm clicking around trying to navigate things, and I'm activating other quests too at the same time. It's like, we don't have a difference between just normal clicking. There's no double clicking on anything to activate a quest. It's just, you click on something, it activates. But you also click on something to select something else too, so it's not, logical UI design there. Anyway, Subi, we haven't talked to her yet.
Scans of the Scourge. All that dark energy twisting and turning on itself. It's splendid.
It looks like space fungus to me.
It's dangerous, and that's all I see. A mass of destructive, malevolent tentacles.
I can appreciate the colors of a coral snake while recognizing that I wouldn't want to get close. Helios is incredible, isn't it? Not just constructs like the Scourge and the Remnant Vaults. Just all of it. So alien. A constant reminder of the divine intelligence behind all creation.
You mean a god?
Yes, I believe in a higher power. I know it's a little odd. But I am a scientist because science brings me closer to something greater than myself.
See, if it was up to me, I wouldn't really go with either of these choices. Because neither of these dialogue options kind of sound like something that I would want to say. Because, I mean, I don't quite feel the same way, but I'm not going to completely, like, there's no higher power, because, you know, the galaxy's full of, as we have already discovered, is full of very, very large, powerful, and scary things. So, by definition, yes, there are some higher powers out there. Like the Leviathan, for instance, is a good example.
There's something about coming face to face with something wondrous that makes you want to believe.
Wow. It's wonderful to meet someone who understands. I've had to justify myself so often, as if having faith in the divine invalidated my work as a scientist. As if this sacred could be diminished by the search for truth.
I wasn't questioning your abilities. You never have to justify yourself to me.
Thank you. I appreciate you saying that, truly. Now I should probably update the rest of the team with my latest reports. We'll talk later.
Sure. Okay. And Kahlo. What's up?
Glad you stopped by. You'll pardon me if I keep an eye on our vector?
That's probably smart.
Nothing like being on the bridge of your very own ship, is there?
It is kind of exciting, to be honest. It's a nice view from
I
here.
could stand here and drink in that view all day.
When I was test piloting the ship back home, I often did. Of course, it took a whole team to build the Tempest. I was the only one to come to Helios, though.
Why did you?
What can I say? We poured our hearts into a ship that wouldn't realize her potential until Andromeda. I could have stood on the shore and waved goodbye, or took the leap to see how it all turned out.
I get it. Like leaving a good story half finished.
The team liked that one of us was going. It felt right after all we went through. I remember Serena debugging line 2281 over and over, chewing that green pencil. Tion and O'Connell arguing equations, tapping on the console, 3 drips of coffee on the corner.
You remember all that?
Oh, yes. Solarians have photographic memories, and apparently mine's unusually sharp. Like my past is still happening. Though I suppose with the Solarian arc missing, you might not get many chances to compare.
Did you hear anything about the Ark back in the Nexus?
Not a peep. Isn't that strange? You'd think there'd be something. Not that I dislike your company, but it's lonely without other Solarians.
Cheer up, Kahlo. We'll always have Director Tan.
That snide little bureaucrat? All the more reason to find the others. I should get back to it, but thank you. I was afraid the Tempest would be mothballed after we lost your father. We built her for this. She deserves to be in a Pathfinder's hands. Please, come by any time.
Alright. Sure, there's probably more things I can talk about with everybody. Any stories? Let me know.
If you helped to build the Tempest, you must know plenty about her.
Just about everything. By memory. It was quite the effort to get her working. The initiative needed absolutely up-to-date technology, which we all had to coordinate, and some of it was rather tricky to acquire.
Acquire?
Buy. Legally and above board, of course. Yes.
Yes.
Sadly, the other Pathfinder vessels were lost when the Scourge hit the Nexus. The Tempest is truly unique.
So, okay. Something I haven't really been clear on yet is, like, is there more than one Pathfinder? Because I almost kind of got the impression there's supposed to be other Pathfinders on the other arcs, and that would make sense. So wouldn't they also have Tempest vessels too? Probably. Maybe? I don't know. I guess I'll find out when we find another arc. I'm assuming we're gonna find one at some point. It would make sense that we find them.
You know, I haven't actually met many Solarians.
Careful. Depending who you ask, we're conniving spies, genius researchers, or meddling scientists. We have to pack a lot of living into 40-odd years. Everything gets accelerated. Lines blur. I just hope we don't repeat our old mistakes out here.
What do you think of the rest of the crew?
Well, I can't talk about Suvi. She's sitting right there.
Yeah.
I'm not listening. You can say whatever you like.
Oh no, I'm not falling for that again.
Alright.
I'll let you concentrate.
You know where I'll be.
I saw pictures of the vault. Astounding how big it is. And how much of it didn't you see? What if it's way bigger? What's all that space for?
It actually was very, very big. We didn't really get to see the whole thing.
With what it has to do, it could go thousands of miles below the surface of the planet.
Or completely span it. An underground network. Just a thought, of course. I wouldn't even know where to start hypothesizing how it all works. The remnant builders, whoever, whatever they were, accomplished something far beyond us.
I take it you work closely with the Nexus science team?
I tried to keep in contact with them. We discuss anything and everything we discover out here. After all, many brains are better than one, and Dr. Aridana is worth 2 or 3 at least. I work best when I have other people to bounce ideas off of.
I'm still fuzzy about how we managed to see Andromeda all the way from home.
It confused me too. I mean, the light lag would have made any data 2 million years
Yes, it's actually a very valid point.
So I asked Dr. Aridana, and she told me, well, it wasn't her tech that did it. It was the Geths.
You're kidding? Those killer robots we had in the Milky Way?
Those exact ones. The initiative obtained data from an array in deep space. A Geth construct. According to Aridana, the Geth rebuilt a mass relay and turned the approach corridor into an FTL sensor.
A what now?
It operated like a telescope, just faster than light. It provided much more up-to-date info. We don't know why the Geth were interested in observing beyond the galaxy, though. Maybe we'll never know.
I mean, I guess it's not impossible. I mean, okay. So that was something I was kind of wondering about. So it was like, let's go to these habitable planets over in Andromeda. But then you gotta think about the reality of this. Like, because if you're seeing light from Andromeda, it's not current information. Like you said, it's like 2 million year old information. So it's like, oh, we think there's habitable worlds there, but in 2 million years, those habitable worlds might not actually be there anymore. So they would have had to have a way to like really figure that out ahead of time. So I guess an FTL telescope kind of technobabbles away that explanation. But they also didn't see the Scourge there either, so I don't know. But I'll kind of buy it as an explanation.
Did my dad know about this? Why didn't he tell me?
It's possible he didn't know. The Geth are isolationist and hostile. Using the info, even obtaining it in the first place, probably crossed a lot of boundaries.
What do you know about the Remnant's terraforming network?
From what I can tell, the vault is designed to adjust almost everything about a planet. Climate, pH of the soil, atmosphere composition. There's even evidence that it can propagate life. If we can figure out how to control the vaults, we could turn these worlds into perfect habitats.
What do you know about the Scourge?
We established that it's artificial. Someone put it there. Or they did something that caused its creation. We don't know why. That's still a mystery.
When did you start believing in a god?
My parents were both scientists. My home was ruled by rationality. So when I became a teenager, let's just say that while other kids found Batarian music, I found God.
But your work as a scientist?
Convinced me even more, especially when I got into molecular biology, physics. The patterns I kept seeing over and over again, they were like an artist's watermarks. God, to me, is an artist, an inventor, not someone checking to see if I brush my teeth.
Have you been brushing your teeth?
I should get back to things.
Sounds good.
Just remember, I'm God on this ship. Yes, I found all the dead bodies on Eos while I was exploring. most of them. No, I did find all of them, but apparently there's an additional quest tied to the missing to the bodies of exploring more sites, but I can't do that because radiation. I can't do it. Yes, the chat we just had. She typed up that email while we were talking. It's like, oh, I guess I better do this right now while we're in the middle of this discussion. Doop, sent. Oh, good. Alright. Alright, I guess we can see what we can talk with, Oh, PB is not in here. Where is everybody? Are we gonna play hide and seek? Oh, there's Drax. I see. Keep wanting to call him Drax. Drac? Drac? His name is Drac, not Drax.
Andromeda's better be worth all that time Ryder put into it.
If they fail, the Nexus starves. No pressure, right?
So everything we do now relies on civilians planting vegetables.
Are we having a meeting about vegetables? You didn't invite me.
Ryder, you meet Spender yet? Colonial Affairs, the ass in Assistant Director. Got no idea why Addison keeps him around. Spender lied to the Krogan during the uprising, and he's headed out for cash ever since. He's up to something. I just can't prove it. We should pay him a visit on the Nexus.
Well, it's a good thing we're going there.
What's it like to have Kesh as a granddaughter?
Kesh is my Rushan, child of my blood. Raised her myself. Damn proud of her, too. She did good, even with me for a granddad.
She seems okay, yeah.
She's honest. Definitely blunt.
She had to take after me in some ways, I guess.
Did Lexi brief you on SAM and squad connectivity yet?
Yeah. You want to hook that thing up to my comms, sure, but that's where it stops. Putting an AI in your head, giving it access to everything like that, it's begging for trouble.
I too enjoy having a voice in my head.
I'm not thrilled about it myself, but it is what it is.
Just make sure it can't unshackle itself. There'll be hell to pay if that happens.
I'd like to know more about you.
Fire away.
How did you and Vetra meet?
Huh, that's right. Your father brought you into the project pretty late, didn't he? Must have been a pretty steep learning curve since they thawed you out.
You could say that.
You make do with what you get. Anyway, I met Vetra back when we were building the Nexus. She swiped supplies I was trying to get for Kesh right under my nose. I tried to intimidate her into turning them over to me, and let me tell you, that Turian takes shit from no one.
I believe you, or she's awesome. And one of the things I've also noticed about the dialogue here. So from what I'm understanding here, we got a emotive response option, and I guess a mechanical logic option, I suppose. But if you look at these statements, they're just the same statement. They're just the same choice. There's no real difference here. So I always feel weird with the game is giving me these options when it's like these options don't actually mean anything. They don't have any real difference. It just feels very empty to me to offer the player these choices when they don't really... They're the same choice. Why am I choosing this here? So
I
like,
have no problems believing that.
Yeah, she told me off good. But here's the best part. She waited until I saw her again in Kesh's office, no less, to tell me she'd been working for Kesh all along. They're both still laughing at me over that.
Tell me more about the Krogan colony.
My clan's there. We also got some scouts looking for any unclaimed territory to grab up. Got a decent setup going. Self-sustainable, the works. Even some farming.
Farming? Krogan farm?
Food's food. Just because we can eat anything doesn't mean we gotta settle for scraps. I'm pretty fond of Corcrow roots myself. Takes a while to chew through those.
So, about all this combat experience you have, I'd love some details.
Ha! The list will be shorter if you ask me what experience I don't have. I've been doing this for a long time now. Centuries. Shit, well over 1,000 years. Don't even know how I'm still alive, to be honest.
Skill?
You need luck to be a merc. Skill, sure, but a whole lot of luck. And a really hard head.
Got any stories or advice to share?
Does a pyjak scratch its butt?
Anything about the Ket? Or combat in general?
Well, common cat are pretty straightforward. Hit them hard enough, they die like anything else.
Anything more specific than that?
Tell me more about fighting Ket.
Wraiths are sneaky little shits, like to ghost up behind you when you least expect it. Just listen for them. They tend to give themselves away right before coming at you. Break through their head plates, then a headshot should do the trick.
Okay. That was actually more useful. That was far more useful than his first statement. So race. They make noise. Hit him in the head plate. Okay.
Why did the Krogan leave the Nexus?
The Nexus got us Krogan to stop the mutiny. In return, we were supposed to get a say in station business. Spender, Addison's assistant, lied about the deal, and Tan came down hard. Too hard. So we left. Kesh is alone on that station now.
You think someone might try to hurt Cash?
More like she airlocks Spender. Or he tries to stab her in the back, and then she airlocks him. Tan wouldn't listen to me when I told him Spender had a part in the mutiny. I had no proof.
So what's my part in this?
Things need to get sorted out, and my clan needs to get back on station, without Spender messing things up. Way I see it, you're probably the best one for that job.
Okay.
We can talk more later.
Sure.
Yeah.
Hey, one last thing.
Oh.
Yeah?
You call everyone kid? Well, I guess to him, everyone is a kid.
Is everyone a kid to you?
Ha, when you get to be my age, yeah, pretty much.
So we have a stowaway.
You mean PB?
She's decided to set up in one of the escape pods. You don't need a psychologist to tell you that one's got commitment issues.
Uh-huh. You don't say.
How do you think the crew is holding up?
I'm happy to share what I can without violating patient confidentiality. Anyone in particular? I sort them in their files and my brain by species.
Ah, let's talk about PB since you brought her up.
Is PB all right?
She's avoiding me. Probably thinks I'll poke her with a needle if she gets too close.
To be fair, you're always giving me shots.
Not in the hallway.
Yeah, you could give me one in the hallway.
Tell me about Vetra.
Vetra's used to having someone depend on her. I think that's why she's so resourceful and likes providing for other people. That being said, I think she could use a little me time.
How's our Solarian?
He's quite the gossip. Tight-lipped about himself, though.
Is Drac good?
That old bastard's always good. I've never met anyone who can be so stubborn and so appreciative. Could you look out for him, Ryder?
Sure, I'll keep an eye out for him. I
Don't
don't think he needs my help, but
I'll
sure.
keep an eye on him.
Thank you. And maybe don't mention I asked?
He's like standing right behind you. He probably heard that.
Thanks for the insight. How do you think the crew is holding up?
I'm happy to share what I can without violating patient confidentiality. Anyone in particular? I sort them in their files, and my brain by species.
How do you think the human crew members are handling things?
There's a lot of them.
Gil?
Gil likes to use humor as a defensive technique. He'd rather bury himself in the Nomad than tackle emotions head-on.
Suvi okay?
Suvi's strong sense of faith keeps her grounded. I'm not spiritual, but there's a beauty in how her mind rationalizes religion and science.
Hold on a second. Yeah, take your interruption here. I'll be back in a second. Have returned. Did you enjoy looking at my dopey face? Alright, anyway, let's talk about the other people. Liam, what is wrong with Liam?
How's Liam?
A handful. Every time I patch him up, he breaks something new. Liam's "we can't lose" attitude is commendable. But I worry how he'll react when something does go wrong.
That wasn't what I was thinking of, but sure.
How's Cora doing?
She's processing. Your father was her mentor. She expected to follow in his footsteps, but he gave the role of Pathfinder to you. Just because she trusts his judgment doesn't mean she's not confused. Or hurt.
Uh-huh, okay. I mean, we kind of established that last time.
I need to talk to you about something private.
Of course. That's what I'm here for.
Oh, we're not
When
that
Dad died, he blocked off parts of Sam's memory, things he didn't want me to see.
Or he thought you weren't ready for.
Maybe. I found this trigger. It unlocked a memory fragment of Dad on the Citadel, from when the Alliance rejected his ideas about AI, and he found out Mom's illness was terminal.
Why do you think your father chose this specific memory?
It was where his journey to Andromeda really began.
Those events started your family down a new path.
Yeah. Thanks, Lexi. Feels good to talk about this.
Good talk. That was like, what, 2 lines? Wow, okay.
How long have you and Harry been friends?
I remember when he didn't complain about arthritis. We met at a medical convention on the Citadel. He was moderating a panel on neurosurgery in low-gravity environments. His name card was crooked, but he was so damn confident, I knew we'd be friends.
So how did a sorry doctor end up on the human ark?
Specialist in alien anatomy, remember? That includes humans. Also, Harry insisted. Maybe he always intended to switch jobs.
I'll let you get back to it.
I'll be here if you need me.
Report from the Nexus. Population's growing as people wake up. Lots of hopefuls waiting for a home.
Bradley will have all the help he can take.
They'll be starting crops soon.
How's the weed going?
Can't tell if they have enough water or too much. I grew up on a little cargo freighter. Only saw gardens in vids, but I always loved them. I daydreamed about planting a big rose garden when we got here and still imagine it sometimes. Roses in Helios.
Yep.
So there's a heart soft as rose petals under that uniform.
I got plenty under
You-
here, pal. Does the big bad Pathfinder have a soft spot too?
I might. For certain someones.
Good to know.
It's like, wow, just like that.
Got her something.
Just like that.
I didn't for
Okay.
a while. After I left the Asari Commandos, well, I didn't leave. My mentor, Nasira, said I should go.
Why?
The initiative would suit you better, was all she said. Being a huntress suited me fine, but she insisted.
It sounds like she cared more about what you needed than about what you wanted.
I didn't need to be rejected. Still, that's familiar. When your biotics are honed into Huntress-grade weapons, people can be weird about it. The initiative seemed better.
Just didn't see how I'd fit into their brave new galaxy. I never fit anywhere before.
Then I met some jerk named Ryder. Talked about traveling to Andromeda like he was teaching you how to see it.
What part of that vision made you want to take the plunge?
A civilization where everyone had a place, even AI, or an overpowered human biotic. Your father said, I get being different. Now imagine being welcome and making others like you welcome too. When I was 13, I could warp a steel girder. He made me wonder, what if someone had told me that's okay?
He gave you a dream to work toward. He was good at that.
Who doesn't want to belong, especially somewhere like the Initiative? So I gave the Initiative my all. Kept thinking of the niche I wanted, my rose garden. I thought I knew what I was going to be.
This is about not taking over as Pathfinder?
Didn't think it would still sting. Nasira, your father, even my parents. They leave, I'm left without answers. Nowhere to stand.
Yeah.
I get that. We've all had a lot of disappointments lately.
You're doing well. For having no training, being your second isn't so bad.
And if that remnant tech pays off, maybe someday I'll have roses too.
Oh, you have a garden full of weed in here. Yeah, it looks like that's what you're growing in here. Alright. There's nobody in here. I don't know. I haven't talked to the engineer dude yet. Oh, there's Peavy.
You at poker too. Where'd you hear that?
There.
The little Brody told her.
A gloating Brody. It was a close game.
You did give me a better game than Drac. Not saying much.
Watch it. Forget him. Let's get a game going with everyone else to hone our skills and take him out. Let's do it. Hey, Costa, want in on this?
No thanks. I need my creds. And my clothes. And both my kidneys. Pathfinder, making the rounds.
Yep.
Slumming it, huh? Want to see how the riffraff are making out?
Someone asked him.
Hey, it's a dirty job. Are you the riffraff spokesman?
King, actually. You might want to bow. Otherwise, no telling what might fall off the Nomad when you're out there.
I'll take my chances. Just want to see how things are going with the ship.
I can coax more out of this baby than some might think, but we shouldn't go too far or push too hard between Nexus stops. For now. It just feels good to be stretching our wings, you know? Locked in idle too long, you start to drift. People, same as ships. Stuck on the Nexus, gotta say, I was regretting joining the Initiative.
Seems like life back there was pretty bleak.
Not gonna lie, it sucked. I tend to live the way I work. Kind of feel it, do it. Not a lot of close ties, no real sense of purpose. Figured maybe I'd find my true calling in Andromeda. Then I got here and, oops, I just made a decision there's no turning back from. I was going nuts on that station. You can't know how jazzed I was when you showed up.
We're exploring this cluster, eventually the galaxy. If your purpose is here, we'll find it.
Then the question will be, what will I do with it? In the meantime, you just keep pointing this ship wherever you want it to go, and I'll make sure she can get there. Deal?
Deal.
Long time no chat.
Yep, not.
What's up?
Seems like we have a good group here.
Well, veteran Suvi are my girls. Get along well. Lots of mutual respect. PB's a real spark plug. I like her, but she's exhausting. And Drac's my kind of guy. Brash. Takes no shit. As far as your Hyperion peeps go, the Doc's kind of nosy. Liam's good for a laugh or two. Cora, she's a bit by the book for me.
I hate to see her off the book, or After hours off the book. Oh, yeah.
Need somebody to keep the zoo in check.
Zoo? You calling me an animal rider? Ooh, can I be a mongoose? They're like cool cobra killers. No, wait, how about a crow? Smart, irreverent, obnoxious. That's it.
You can be a
I'll
corvid.
take your word
That's
for
fine.
it. What about Callow?
He's a pilot.
Which means...
He flies the ship.
we're leaving it at that, then?
Does a Pathfinder know what to do with a dead end?
How tough was it on the Nexus all those months?
Have you ever eaten overcooked space cow tongue?
Nope.
Can't say I have.
Well, let me tell you, it's tough. Wondering if you're gonna die from a critical malfunction, or maybe starvation, imagining which would be worse. But hey, you could always take a break from the fear and boredom to dwell on being a part of the biggest failure in galactic history. Maybe even participate in a revolt.
What was your take on that?
I didn't place any bets, if that's what you're asking. Truth is, I don't think anyone made out particularly well. Whatever side you're on, you die a little when your brother, your teammate, becomes an enemy. We traveled all this way, all hope and wonder, and we end up fighting with each other over scraps. It's sad.
I hear we have you to thank for getting the Tempest space ready so quickly.
Vetra brings her impossible feats to me. I was itching to get this particular call, capital R, ready. Don't tell her, but the truth is, I fudge reports to come in early, then bust ass in secret to make up for it. Expands the guild legend. Plus, I convey calm and assurance, and the whole team relaxes, which helps them do their jobs better.
What's your social circle like?
I'm good for a laugh, so I know lots of people, but I don't let too many in. My one true friend is stationed on the Nexus. She's the only piece of the Milky Way I brought with me. The more you and I get to know each other, the more you'll probably hear about her.
Good talking to you, Gil.
Anytime.
You again. Want to hear more about my childhood log cabin?
So how do you like the team?
Interesting bunch. I get a good feeling from Vetra. Not your typical military-minded Turian. Liam seems a lively one. I expect he'll surprise me. Drek is, well, old. Wonder if he can still learn new tricks.
What about...
Gil smacks of complication. Might take some unraveling. Callow and Suvi seem busy. I hope they aren't all work, work, work. Who's left?
Well, there's...
Oh, right, Cora. What's her deal? Is she as prim and proper as she comes across?
She's a very professional lady.
She's exactly what she should be. Capable, reliable. She's a valuable part of my team.
Sure, sure. That comes across too.
There's also Lexi, our doctor. She's an Asari.
Oh, I'll get around to her. All in all, seems like a decent bunch.
What drew you to the Remnant?
Are you kidding? It's evidence of a sophisticated species no one knows anything about. It doesn't get more intriguing than that. There's so much to discover. I want to be the first to figure them out. And the tech, it's on a different scale. If we can appropriate it, who knows what advances we'll make.
What was it like for you on the Nexus?
Well, I wasn't supposed to be woken up yet. A resourceful accomplice finagled my early thaw. So I kind of lived off the grid. Snuck around, bullshitted my way onto excursions off station. After I found my first remnant ruin, I started, borrowing shuttles. After that, I didn't spend much time on the Nexus. I even missed most of the revolt.
You really won't tell me what you're working on?
That's right. Next question.
Okay.
You mentioned you came to Andromeda with someone?
Nothing gets by you. Guess that's why you're the Pathfinder. Just a friend. The one who woke me up early. But now she's not even that. It's better to venture into the unknown without restraints or entanglements, don't you think?
A certain independence might be helpful. Yeah.
Exactly. I don't want anything holding me back.
You're off the hook, PB. Good luck with your project.
Thanks. Don't be a stranger.
Your armor's in the box here.
Prodromos. Sounds good, doesn't it? We started Pathfinder. A new life. That is goddamn brilliant.
I'm interested in you. No, I am not.
Just wondering what you think of how I'm doing at the job.
I'm committed to the initiative. You're Pathfinder. It's as simple as it gets.
We barely covered how you joined. Tell me something about yourself.
Alright, I was a bad student, piss poor cop, great responder. Had a good life, but it'd all been done. I wasn't looking to start over. I wanted to start big.
You were a cop then, crisis response? Couldn't have been long in either.
Didn't have the patience for law, so I figured enforcement. Dad knew it didn't fit before I did. But it got me into hustle. They mostly take vets and retired service. Best years of my life.
You found your place. Not everyone gets that.
I knew it. Glad for it every day. And that led me here.
Tell me about your family.
I miss the hell out of them. Some nights you just cry, right? That's the thing everyone does. Mom Joelle, Dad Calvin, both lawyers. Met on the Citadel, settled on Earth. No brothers or sisters. That might have been too much to leave. It was traditional. How about you?
Life with my family was not typical, on a number of fronts.
You may do though, right? Family has to. I know mine did. I said goodbye to my mom and dad, and got on a ship to Andromeda.
We'll talk later.
I know it.
And now it's your turn to Petra.
Terraforming, Atmo processors, gravity wells, life-destroying murder bubbles. We really had no idea what Helios was about, did we?
If we knew what it was all about, it wouldn't be an adventure. It would just be moving. And everyone hates moving. Just the packing alone, ugh.
Point taken. I'm just saying. I really hope you have a plan, Ryder.
I'm winging it.
The plan's the same. We find a home. Whatever that takes.
Keep that drive. Makes me believe we can make it. I mean, we have to make it. The alternative is not even worth thinking about.
You were on the Nexus when the revolt happened?
When you promise people golden worlds and all they get are wastelands and a death cloud, they riot. Some wanted to go home, some demanded answers, and a couple just wanted to stir shit up.
And you?
Some days I wondered if the exiles had a point. Maybe we were conned into coming here. But why would the Initiative go to all this trouble just to screw us over? Thing about conning people, you always know something they don't, and that's why the con works. And if I'm going to pick a side, I'm picking the liars.
You talked about your back channels. What did you mean?
We brought a lot from home. Some of it marked initiative, some of it in personal caches. Most things you want, someone's got. You just have to figure out who, and what they're willing to take in exchange.
It can't be that simple.
Oh, but it is. Most things are simple once you know the trick to them.
Have anyone else here with you? Besides Sid?
No, just me and Sid. It's always been just the two of us.
No, I mean, someone special.
Special? Oh. You mean like...
Oh.
Oh. No, nothing like that. Who has time? What about you?
Yeah. Maybe sometime.
Anywhere's gonna feel empty if you don't have someone to share it with.
A romantic? I wasn't expecting that. Then again, the entire idea of leaving everything you know for a chance at something new is kind of romantic. Anyway.
How did you hear of the Andromeda initiative?
Short answer, Cash. She was looking for some experimental ship mods, and I knew how to track them down. I thought it was a one-time deal, but she came back. Once, twice. Eventually, I figured out something was going on, something big with creds behind it. I asked and she told me about the initiative. New galaxy, new home. Couldn't pass that up.
You probably have work to do. We can chat later.
You know where to find me.
Alright. Is that everybody? Are we caught up on the dialogue? Nobody hiding in here? Oh. Spec station. Oh, there's facial reconstruction. Alright. No, nothing there. Nobody's in the bathroom. Nobody's hiding in my room. I really do feel like my room here is just a bunch of wasted space on the ship, to be honest. I'm okay with quarters like half this size. Or maybe even a third of this would be fine. You could use the other space to have, more toilets on the ship. And more beds for everybody. I don't think there's enough bunks for everyone. Alright, anyway.
Some light scatter from ice in the Scourge.
Yep.
I'll recalibrate the sensors for bloody nuisance cloud.
Yeah, anyway, let's get to the Nexus here. Alright. Ah, black hole. Don't get any closer. Warp speed.
Familiar territory.
The Nexus has been here for months. Still not enough time to survey it all.
I haven't surveyed the other
I'm picking
planets.
up something. Deploying probe. Anomaly found.
Guess I'll grab some resources while I'm here. Actually, we can just skip the animations. I'm glad to give you the option to skip animations, because I can get kind of old after a while. Element 0. There you go. So I know it's like in planetary scanning, they will let me know if there's something to be found. And then all I gotta do is just use the scanner and find what they're talking about. It's the same thing with the system scan. Well, planetary scan and system scan work the same way. They'll just let me know if there is something, I just gotta find it. That's all. So I don't have to waste my time trying to scan without knowing if there's anything there or not. So, in that way, the system actually is simpler than what it was in Mass Effect 2. Like, this, for example, they actually tell me there's something here, so I'm not wasting my time. Like right there, that's probably a satellite or something right there.
Probe away. Detecting what's left of a ship.
And we will just salvage that and get some stuff. Small with scorching world. Okay. Not habitable.
Anomaly detected. Probes launched. I found something.
You found a volcano. Just get XP.
Pathfinder, is it true? We're settling Eos.
We've thought that before.
But Eos is different now, right? Pathfinder.
All right, settle down. Give him space. Lieutenant Syax, Kendros' aide. They all wanted to see you. Real hope again. It's been a while.
They've got a Pathfinder again. This is what we do.
And you've done it splendidly.
Professor Herrick, right?
What you achieved with that remnant vault is unprecedented, Pathfinder. Impossible.
With more military personnel out of stasis, those Ket won't get near your vault. Or our people.
We've taken some hard knocks, but this proves we'll always get up again.
Always.
Well, what are you waiting for? There's a new world out there.
Thank you, Ryder.
We ask that you refrain from picking foliage in the Nexus Commons area. The consumption or sale of any plant specimens is strictly prohibited by hydroponic regulations.
Don't shove the crate off the... You shoved the crate off the ramp. I don't know. Where do they find these people?
Keeping tabs on things back here?
Yeah, I try to watch what's going on while we're away, but it's nice to check in person.
Going well, I hope.
As well as it can go with limited resources, yeah. Tiny steps.
Such a mess. I don't know what I'm gonna do.
History is made after the initiative establishes Prodromos,
Hi, I'm
its
Ian
first
Garth,
outpost
founder of
in
the
Helios.
initiative.
The
Welcome to
establishment
Nexus.
How may I assist?
You may assist me by turning yourself off.
That's all.
It has been my pleasure.
For general questions, you may access one of our automated information kiosks.
I don't know what this is.
We appreciate your patience.
Nothing? No. Cultural exchange. What is this?
I'm Ian Garth, founder of the initiative. On behalf of the Nexus, I welcome you to the Cultural Center. Please have a look around.
We have an
You'll enjoy learning about the rich
invisible man here.
have arrived from the Milky Way galaxy.
It's an honor to meet you, citizen of Andromeda. My people are the Turians. It will be a privilege to tell you about them.
Okay.
Turians are a highly disciplined race who value service to others. No one places personal needs ahead of the greater whole. Public works serve as a focal point of our society. We believe it's our duty to better our species.
Where do you come from?
Turians live on a planet known as Power. The atmosphere's weak magnetic field shaped our evolution into the life form you see today. Our signature carapace, the hard exterior shell you see on Turians, is actually metal. It protects us from the intense rays of Power's sun.
What's Turian history like?
The history of my people is proof that peace eventually wins out. Disagreements among species turned into lasting friendships. When Turians first met humans, there was a misunderstanding between us that could have had disastrous consequences. But with patience and restraint, humans and Turians eventually joined together in a mutually beneficial partnership. We look forward to doing the same in Andromeda. The pleasure of meeting you has been mine. One that I hope other Turians will soon enjoy.
So we're just going like VIs of the other races, I guess, just to kind of give you a primer on... Oh, in case you want to know about these different species and didn't play the Mass Effect trilogy games, you can find out, you know.
Interested in hearing more about my people?
Tell me about the nuclear war.
Of course you are. We may look scary, but don't let that worry you. It comes from living on a harsh world. We're a species that knows how to thrive, even under the worst conditions.
Where do you come from?
An ugly rock called Tachanka. No sense lying. It's not a planet most people want to visit. We had predators, nasty weather, and not much else. But it gave us our identity, forced us to adapt and evolve. Everything about us is built for survival. How many species do you know that have a pair of spare lungs just in case? Or 4 testicles?
What's Krogan history like?
Colorful, you might say. Growing up in our neighborhood, only the toughest survived. That usually meant a lot of fighting. You'll hear stories, so no sense covering it up. We once had a great society, but I'm ashamed to say, we squandered it. It's why a lot of Krogan are here in Andromeda now. They're the smart ones, the ones looking for peace and a fresh start. Thanks for chatting. We're all looking forward to meeting our new neighbors.
Don't hesitate to speak with one of our friendly peace ambassadors.
Welcome, native of Andromeda. My people are known as Asari. It would be my pleasure to tell you about our kind.
More about your own culture.
Okay.
Very well. Asari are the oldest civilized race in the Milky Way galaxy. Among my people, diplomacy and cooperation are prized over war or conflict.
Where do you come from?
Asari come from a planet known as Thessia, which many consider the crown jewel of the Milky Way. It's a thriving world blessed with prosperity and peace, and the center of the largest economy in the galaxy. With the high concentration of element zero on Thessia, Asari evolved powerful biotic abilities. It is considered a hallmark of our species.
What's Asari history like?
Thousands of years ago, we played an important role in founding the Citadel Council, the seat of government for our home galaxy. In the ensuing centuries, Asari placed great value on cooperation and collaboration. Many species look to us for leadership and guidance. Due to our lifespan, sometimes reaching 1,000 years of age, we are patient in our decisions and prefer long-term solutions over short-term gains. Farewell. We look forward to forging new bonds with our friends in Andromeda. The wisdom you share is our reward.
Okay.
I'm Gian Garson, founder of the initiative. On behalf of the Nexus,
Oh, the Citadel model.
to the Cultural Center.
This is an image of the Citadel, considered the seat of government for many civilized races in the Milky Way galaxy. Here, the Council deliberates on matters of state. It is a champion of the common citizen, eager to help those in need. As with all political institutions in the Milky Way, conflict is rare. Peace and cooperation are the rule of the day.
We're glad you could visit.
Greetings, inhabitant of Andromeda. I'm a Solarian. I'd be pleased to tell you more about my species.
Okay.
Solarians are considered among the brightest scientific minds of the Milky Way. We're known for our quick thinking, technological savvy, and intellectual powers of deduction.
Where do you come from?
Solarians originate from a world known as Surkesh. It's a tropical planet covered with oceans and rainforests. As an amphibious species, we're at home in Surkesh's lush jungles, but with our technological advancements, we can adapt to nearly any environment. We look forward to studying the wonders of Andromeda and the rich diversity our galaxy has to offer.
What's Solarian history like?
Cooperating with the Asari, we were the second species in the Milky Way to help form a galactic government, the Citadel Council. From time to time, we also guided other species, such as the Krogan, to better channel their natural gifts towards worthy pursuits. It's our belief that the careful application of science and intellect is the key to improving the quality of life for all. It's been my pleasure. Rest assured, the people of Andromeda have nothing to fear from Solarians.
This is an outpost for Milky Way colonists arriving in your galaxy. They come seeking a fresh start in Andromeda, yearning only for a land they can call home. If you encounter an outpost, feel free to drop by and say hello. Your new neighbors are eager to make friends. This is Ark Hyperion, one of several ships that made the long voyage from the Milky Way galaxy to Andromeda. The thousands of colonists aboard have come in peace, united by their dream of a better life in your beautiful galaxy. You need not fear their arrival. We are all citizens of the universe, eager to be your friend.
Hello there. I'm a human being. If you'd like to know more about my people, just ask.
Tell me more about the humans.
Okay.
Good to hear. Humanity is a diverse species. You may notice different skin colors or religious beliefs among our people. Yet we don't let those differences come between us. We'd rather celebrate our diversity, rather than fight over it.
Oh, if only that was truly the case.
Where do you come from?
Humans come from a planet called Earth. It's a beautiful blue world, with everything from oceans to jungles, snowy mountain peaks to deserts. It's also an oasis of biological diversity. Scientists calculate Earth contains nearly 9 million unique animal and plant species.
What's human history like?
Humanity is a young people compared to many of the other Milky Way races. We didn't discover spaceflight until much later. But what we lack in age, we make up for with enthusiasm and a pioneer spirit. We'd like to think we can teach our fellow travelers a few new tricks. I'm glad you stopped by. Next time you see a human, ask about ice cream. It's one of the many great things we bring to Andromeda.
I hope we have ice cream.
The Nexus is a place of friendship and cooperation. We're glad you could...
Pathfinder, I'm glad you could stop by. Pardon the dust while we set everything up.
How did you get this job?
I was a sociologist in the Milky Way. While there were plenty of cultures to study, the books on them had all been written. There was nothing new I could add. So when I heard about the initiative, I signed up right away. The idea of meeting new people, seeing how they've evolved, adapted to life's challenges, I couldn't resist.
What goes on here?
The Cultural Center is a place where new races we've met can visit and exchange ideas. They can learn more about the Milky Way species, while we foster an air of cooperation and understanding. We're just getting everything ready. Hopefully it won't be long before we have our first visitors.
Wait, am I not the first visitor?
Have you heard anything about the Ket?
Unfortunately, yes. Now, that's a species we won't be inviting here anytime soon. I'd hoped our encounters would be peaceful, but I suppose that was too much to ask.
Thanks.
Of course, our hope is that you'll make friends in the cluster and send them our way. And when you have a second, check back with me on a favor I'd like to ask.
Oh, side quest? Alright.
Don't hesitate to speak with one of our friendly people.
Hello there, neighbor. I'm Gian Garson, the founder of the Andromeda Initiative. I thought you might like to hear more about our plans.
Okay.
Great. If you're seeing this, it means our Pathfinders have done their job and made new friends in the galaxy. Welcome to the Nexus. But I want to put your mind at ease. Seeing our arcs arrive in your neighborhood probably raised some concerns. I'm happy to address them.
What are you planning to do in this galaxy?
Great question. I'd be worried about that too. I can assure you, we have no hostile intentions whatsoever. We're pilgrims who simply want to live in peace. We're eager to learn about new cultures, new ideas, and share our own with you. But we understand trust needs to be earned, no matter what galaxy you're in. And the initiative looks forward to doing just that.
Why did you leave the Milky Way?
I get that question a lot. Many of us have a deep curiosity that needs to know what else is out there. Our own Milky Way is just one tiny speck in a universe full of mysteries. And speaking for myself, the thought of exploring those mysteries in Andromeda was a call to adventure I could not resist. Thank you for taking the time to listen. On behalf of my fellow Milky Way travelers, we couldn't be more excited about what the future holds for all of us.
Okay.
I'm Jan Garza, founder of the Cultural Exchange Center. On behalf of the Nexus, please have a look around. You to the Cultural Center. We're just getting things up and running.
Yeah, you told me that already. Alright.
Hope you'll enjoy learning about the rich diversity of people who have arrived from the Milky Way galaxy.
Tech lab.
Wouldn't it be more practical to build these vaults on the surface?
Nah, Rack and I engineers mastered underground construction a millennium ago. Remnant fellows will probably have the same idea.
That's just another R&D thing.
Sam, any chance?
Hello, Pathfinder. A moment?
What can I do for you, Doctor?
I have a math problem. Some vital equations that only a mind like Sam's could solve. They concern strange transmission patterns in the Scourge. Perhaps random noise, perhaps not.
Sam will love to do the thing that the computers in your lab can't do.
Sam likes new experiences. It'll be an opportunity to encounter math homework.
Given the complexity and the security implications, I recommend transferring the equations directly into SAM node. I have them on an optical storage disk for you.
I'll see if I have time.
Thank you, Pathfinder. Please thank Sam as well.
Okay. Blah.
The beauty of the cosmos unfolds in your planet scans, Pathfinder. But there is more they can do.
Do you have something in mind, Doctor?
Plans for a school are underway to inspire a new generation of young minds. I want to craft a model of the cluster for them, accurate and splendid from your data. My prototype is on that console. Add more scans to improve it, and I will share my educational budget with you, and my thanks.
Okay. Model of spheres. Access to terminal. Okay. Another side quest. Oh, can't go in there.
Fallout from the recent uprising.
Let me know what materials you need and I'll find you something.
That's a relief. Thanks for helping out. I owe you one.
See, I could just buy the Pathfinder 2 armor, but I gotta craft it. I mean, I could just buy... Could I just buy the whole set of armor? I could. It's kind of like N7 armor, doesn't it? Yeah. You know what? I'm just gonna buy a set of this stuff. Looks like nice armor. I'm gonna buy it. Hey, what else am I gonna spend my money on? There we go. Sell the salvage I got. Junk. Yeah, it looks like the games usually try and offer like level 2 equipment to me now. I've got a few level 2 equipment pieces already equipped, so I don't have to buy any more. Vortex. What is this? Oh, it's the nightclub. We always have to have a nightclub.
That's your flag, everyone. That's Prodromos. Things are shaping up, Pathfinder. Resources flowing in, sleepers ready to head out. It's starting to feel like the initiative. Not quite up to the sales pitch, but getting there. Feels good, right?
I feel it, Liam. Finally getting our start.
There we go. Getting our shit together. Showing a new galaxy that we have it sorted. If I keep saying it, it's true, right?
Another one! Damn it! This is supposed to be the chemistry lab. My chemistry lab. You all keep crawling out of the woodwork like space cockroaches.
You say that, Dutch, but here you are, pouring people drinks.
Hi. I'm standing right here.
They're guinea pigs, damn it. Chemists should have guinea pigs. Not have their labs taken over by people giving them things and being nice.
Oh, how terrible. Oh, you're so exciting. Oh.
Bad people. Giving you free things and helping you set up. So inconsiderate.
Right? They keep bringing things. Tables and chairs and this bar and lights. Wait, you're making fun of me, aren't you?
No.
Don't let Dutch put you off. He's a sweetie, really.
I'm not.
And the drinks are good.
Damn right they are. I mean... yeah. I'm a dirty squirrel.
Yep, tastes like squirrel. A little bit of dirt in there.
Hey, I was wondering if you could help me out. It's for the good of the bar.
Sure.
Lay it on me.
So, folks try and help and all, but we have a limited pool of ingredients. Keep an eye out for anything interesting we could use for new drinks, and we'll let you test them for free.
So Dutch gets ingredients and the guinea pig he wanted, huh?
Exactly. Win-win all around.
Got a map of here. Is there anything I should be looking at? Let's see. That was the club. Vendors. Stairs. And we'll drag Krogan thing there. Take a look at that.
Just when I've balanced the air mix, another Yahoo has to come wandering through. Aren't you the Pathfinder? Dr. Camden, head of hydroponic sciences. Mind the seedlings.
Yeah, I'm just going.
Bye. Enjoy your gardening.
Botany.
Sure.
These power outages make no sense.
What's the trouble?
I've got power shortages throughout the station. I can't for the life of me find the cause. Oh, whoa, you're the Pathfinder. Hey, sorry, please ignore me. You've got way more important things to do.
Side quest, sure.
Power to the Nexus is pretty important. I'm happy to help.
That's great, because I'm at a loss. There are obvious short circuits cropping up all over the place. A Pathfinder's eye might reveal something.
There's a power short here. We could scan the area.
Okay. I will figure it out along the way. Yeah, it's just a whole lot of nothing over here. Alright. I bet.
All clear. Watch your tone. You saw what happened to the Krogan.
But we need this equipment.
Well, you're not getting it. Stop making frivolous requests.
It's not...
Your incompetence isn't my problem. Just do your job.
What do you want?
Whatever's going on, it's not fair to take it out on me.
Apologies, you're right. This is not your fault.
I haven't heard much good about that guy.
Whatever you've heard, it's not half as bad as the reality. Just last week, he tried to redirect some of the supplies we need to keep the stasis pods going.
Why?
I have no idea. But if Kesh hadn't stepped in and threatened to airlock him, it would have been a disaster. He's always like that. Making bad decisions, driving the Krogan away, treating people like scum when no one's watching.
You'd think your boss would have the power to do something.
She hates Spender, but there's only one of her, and she can't always be around to deal with him. Things have gotten so bad that Kesh had to literally kick him out of engineering.
How literal are we talking here?
Boot to ass. Oh, it was glorious. We need him gone, but as incompetent as Spender is at his job, he's insanely good at keeping it. Kesh can tell you more.
We will talk to Kesh then.
Authorities continue work to establish contact with our Milky Way descendants.
Oh, that goes back to the ship. Okay.
Fallout, recent uprising.
I can't believe you said that.
What? I was just being honest.
There's a difference between being honest.
Alright, I think that's enough for the dock area. I think I've looked at everything.
Good
Over
morning.
here.
Or is it
This,
evening?
got that.
Vehicle
Still
merchant.
missing those.
Oh yeah, I mean, we can buy stuff and customize the Nomad. No life support. The paint jobs. Blackout. Supplemental life support. That might be useful if I can get to other areas without damaging the Nomad. I'll think about it. I think about it. It's a little expensive, but I'll think about it. Double mod. Oh, that adds more mods to a gun. Yeah, okay. Fair. Oh, a P-Jack.
Here we are, one young Pyjack. Ready to see Andromeda, huh? Sam, can you send a note to Kesh? Make sure our new friend gets delivered to the Tempest.
Acknowledged.
We have a monkey now. Okay. You go to operation.
Residents are still mourning the loss of Gene Garson. The initiative founder was killed when the Nexus hit the Scourge. An official tribute is planned, though Director Jaren Tan has provided few details so far.
Without Gene, we wouldn't be here. But now that we are here, we need to focus on surviving before we can celebrate.
This is HNS.
Hey, there's puke on the floor. I'm gonna get sick.
No, it'll be fine.
I hear you went down to EOS.
Did you find anything to help my case?
Yes, we did find the evidence about it, and it was, interesting. Yes and no.
An enemy blast to the back killed the chief. Your shot missed.
What? You're kidding me. Thank the spirits. This is great.
Hold on there. The chief's Omni-tool recorded you over the body. Sam, playback.
Sorry, old friend. Had to do it. I'm not dying on this rock. Shit.
Not only did you think you killed him, you meant to.
But you just said I didn't, so it doesn't matter, right? The conviction will have to be overturned. The sentence thrown out.
It's kind of a weird situation. Okay, he didn't technically kill the guy, but he wanted to, but he didn't actually kill him. So it was like, should he be jailed just for thinking that? Just...
Director Tan will determine what's to be done. You did try to cover it all up.
Look, I'm sorry I lied, but if my shot missed, I'm innocent. Plain and simple.
We'll see about that.
This is Addison. Our first outpost, Andromeda, has confirmed full deployment on EO.
This footage is incredible.
We expect the colony to be fully self-
Another power short.
An animal did this?
Affirmative. I am able to track it.
We got rats on the Nexus already. Who brought rats?
Pathfinder. Wow. I'm Davis Carr, Helios News Service. Maybe you've heard my voice over the vids. I'm trying to file a story right now, but hey.
HNS, huh? Where are the rest of you?
I had an editor, but it's crazy out here. Now, beyond a freelancer or two, I'm it. All that stands between freedom and tyranny. Or something. I haven't had much sleep.
Who pays for you to do this?
Technically, HNS is an arm of the initiative, but we serve the public, not them. Sometimes the higher-ups try and tell us what to broadcast, Tan especially, but we decide what to run and how to run it. It causes friction, but at least I can live with myself.
Were you a journalist back in the Milky Way?
I was. Sort of. Only had a couple internships under my belt. Good places, though. The New Star Chronicle even sent me to Mars for a week. The plan was just to work as a reporter out here. Then the uprising happened. We got a little too close. My editor was killed. Tan blamed our broadcasts for stirring unrest. It was bullshit. Now all I want to do is keep going.
It must be difficult to set up a broadcast from scratch.
No, it's easy. Beyond the lack of staff, resistant authorities, and constant technical glitches. Still, I'm getting there. May have an honest-to-goodness source in Nexus security, if she ever calls me back.
Who's your source?
No journalist worth their salt will ever give that up.
Talk to you later, Davis.
Hey, Ryder, before you go, I hate to ask, but it seems like your job takes you all over, the places we can't broadcast yet. If I send receivers to your ship, would you mind placing them on some planets? It'll help get news out to even the most far-flung colonists.
Details.
What do you need from me, exactly?
I'm digging up good stories here, but not a lot of people beyond the Nexus can hear them. Our long-distance transmitter sends package data between ships, and even planet-side, provided there's a receiver on the other end. I need someone to place receivers and boost our signal. We only have a few, so they need to go on planets with people.
Okay.
Okay, Davis. I'll help you get set up.
Great. Just place a receiver near an outpost, and they'll get our reports.
Side quest.
It's you. You're the human Pathfinder. I'm Sid, Vetra's sister.
Oh.
Vetra's told me all about you. Well, not all about you, but the important bits. I should probably get back to work. It was real nice meeting you, though.
What work do you do here?
Oh, I just monitor comms from colonists. Progress updates, hazards encountered. Note it down, pass on a report to Sean at the end of the day.
Important job.
I know. It's nice to hand in a report and have someone say I helped.
I'll let you get back to work.
All personnel, be aware of any suspicious activity. Security is on heightened alert.
The patrol trained under Kelly. They're nervous without authorization from the
Supply
top.
request is
Hey,
in.
Ryder, I'd like a
Meds,
moment.
mail, and MREs
Yes?
coming your way.
Lieutenant Syax, right?
That's me. I'm putting together Apex strike teams to protect the people and assets you're setting up out there. We don't have a good sense of what we're up against, and could benefit from your experience.
Education.
I'll have Sam upload our insights on the Ket, Remnant, and Outlaw forces we've encountered.
Thanks. You'll see. Apex will make a difference.
Oh, check on the strike team here. Waiting debrief. Okay, what do we got? Steps. Also, I'm seeing where I'm getting loot boxes in these things. It just has like random rewards. Because again, this is sort of was meant to kind of be like a multiplayer thing, but it's like I'm not really gonna do any of this, but whatever. Strike teams. Only send strike teams. Juliet can handle it. I have better things to do with my time. Like actually play the game.
No news on the Turian Ark yet? Or is this militia business?
Nothing. I'm just
Bye,
checking
Kendros. Duty calls.
You and me both, Pathfinder.
Just checking in.
Hydroponics reports oxygen production is nominal.
Pathfinder, do you have just a minute? Ryder, isn't it? Kerry Tavessa, freelance vidmaker. This is Hakim, my producer. I could use your help.
What are you looking for?
Director Tans asked for an uplifting documentary on the initiative. Translation, paint rainbows over our problems. But our problems are history. People deserve the truth, not propaganda.
It takes integrity to record the truth and nothing but.
Well, I do my best. And you could help me out. The heart of my documentary will be an interview series. I was hoping you'd take part. I want the dirt and blood of our story, not the convenient fairy tale Tan's looking for. Interested?
You don't mind treading on the initiative director's toes?
What would he do? Pull funding we don't have? I'm game if you are.
Sure.
Okay.
Why not?
Let's start at home. 14 months and the Nexus still isn't finished. Arcs are missing, we have people in exile. By any standard, this wasn't the plan. Our leadership describes these as anticipated issues. Would you agree?
Yo, hello. Thanks for dropping by. The Pioneers.
All expeditions have to deal with supplies, enemies, or hell, just getting lost. We'll deal with all of them. We just need time.
Tan will love that. But if that's your take, that's what goes in. Bandwidth means I'm transmitting in short bursts, so that's all for now. But you can bet I'll have more questions later. You were great. I'll get to work editing.
On hold, wait for the next turn. So, okay. What's good? Spinning in circles is good. No. Open door. There.
Pathfinder. Hello. Director Tan is expecting you.
Last time I was here, this was a storage closet.
Gotten bigger.
A Pathfinder to open.
We're still getting the commons area ready. Hydroponics is only at partial capacity.
Not good enough.
We don't have enough people. My workers need a break, Tan.
I sympathize, but not until our survival is no longer at risk. Now please excuse me while I meet with our Pathfinder. Hey, Ryder. Addison told me about the outpost. You're the hero of the hour.
Yes, this is my first playthrough. I'm having an interesting time with the game so far. I probably will do multiple playthroughs just to kind of see experience from different Well, I guess it plays a female writer. I guess to see what the difference would be there. The hero of the hour. Yes, I am.
I guess this is one bet that paid off.
Point taken. Always revel in your victories.
That's why I'm standing here.
Oh, I never doubted you. It was the others. They don't share our vision, Ryder. Of a prosperous future in Andromeda.
Ah, yes, even the holograms on the Nexus will T-pose.
I suppose we agree on that much.
I knew that given a chance, your talents would emerge. Deciphering the vault, alien terraforming. It's not how we imagined all this, but a good Pathfinder improvises. And a great one hangs it on the wall. Yours are the first trophies to grace Pathfinder Hall. You're a symbol now, Ryder. A reason for people to believe.
It wouldn't have been possible without my crew. They're a talented bunch.
But you're their beacon.
Careful, he'll end up adopting you, Ryder.
Ah, my staff.
Colleagues, you wouldn't be looking to cut us out, would you, Tan?
I remind you, I am the director of the initiative.
Acting director.
Yeah, I think Tan probably is a nerd. All the opinions matter. Let's all be friends here.
This isn't the time for arguing over who gets to be king. Too much is at stake. We should be cooperating.
That's what I've been saying since we arrived.
Then I look forward to winning our Pathfinder support.
Though I worry about your decision on Eos, Ryder. A military outpost won't help feed the Nexus, not the way scientists might have.
But it will protect us from a growing list of threats.
And we could argue about it all day long, as we always do. The decision was made. Now we move on. What is your plan for moving on, Ryder?
We have a lead on the terraforming network. I need to take the Tempest deeper into the sector to investigate. If the other Golden Worlds are where they should be, this could get us closer to them.
Careful. The Kett are scouring the cluster for remnant technology. You'll end up in a fight, for sure. You might also run into exiles. They didn't leave the Nexus on good terms.
And we still need more outposts. They're important to expanding the station.
Though with Ark still missing, this could be a chance for Ryder to search for them. Yes, I think that's best. You have my permission.
I mean, I was probably gonna do those things anyway, but okay.
Thank you, Director. I'll get on it.
May you light the torch that finds the path. Pathfinder. Ugh.
You don't like the pun? Okay. He is not a fan of puns.
This is Harry, back on the Ark.
Go ahead.
We may have found a way to talk to your sister, sort of. Drop by when you can. Hyperion Medbay.
Oh, hey. Sister might be awake finally.
We are to contact Director Addison as soon as possible.
Do I have to talk to her?
Something about Andromeda viability and perks could be useful.
What is this thing? Well, Prime Minutes stabilize. Okay. I guess that's supposed to be Alec Ryder? That, I guess, maybe? Not sure. Alright, let's go. Oh, Core's in here.
Whole mood of the Nexus has changed since Eos. You really can feel it. New outpost, a Pathfinder's help, people waking up. It's a fresh start.
Third time's a charm, if you happen to have a Pathfinder around.
Can't always rely on luck. From here, it's hard work. But it's damn good to know we're on the right track.
Turn starts at first to travel beyond. Okay. There's just stuff. Normandy SR2. So I guess they left for the initiative.
Any logistics updates are due within the hour.
Did they leave for the initiative after the events of Mass Effect 1 then? Because now I'm a little confused on when they left. Because the SR2 was built by Cerberus in secret, and I don't think people really knew about it until Mass Effect 3 in general. I mean, outside of, and the general populace didn't know about the SR2 until after, the events of Mass Effect 2.
It's the Scourge, Director.
But I thought the Initiative left before all that, so I don't know how they would know about that.
We brought all that equipment along.
Kind of odd, but okay. What am I doing? Oh, I was gonna go talk to Adam. Yes, I need to go talk to my face is tired lady.
Goodbye, Director.
What was it? Ah. No, I can't scan that. Initiative left the year before the events of Mass Effect 3. Oh, okay. So they left between Mass Effect 2 and 3. So they would have just learned about the SR2 at that time, when they left.
Superintendent Cash reminds everyone, all power grid adjustments must be approved beforehand.
No, it isn't what we wanted, but what choice do we have? How the hell should I know? Spender, you have a job. If you want to keep it, do it.
Who are you,
God damn it.
who are you talking to?
You've shaken things up, Pathfinder. My department actually has colonial affairs to direct. And you have new tools to help grow the initiative. AVP, ready for spending.
More money?
I'll do the exploring. Don't you have someone else to track the numbers?
Get off your perch. This is where numbers become lives. You and your team are out there making Andromeda viable. That empowers all of us. Hit a threshold. A new cryo group can be brought out. Want more security, like you chose at Prodromos? That's your call. Brecker will introduce the interface and handle minutiae. All you need to do is decide what life in Andromeda means. No pressure.
Brecker. Oh, okay.
Hello, Pathfinder. I am Cryo Deployment Administrator Vladimir Brecker, C-63 Galati. Your first task is to decide irrevocably the course of every life in the initiative.
Whoa, that seems like... too much.
Yes, of course. But now you respect what we're doing. Andromeda viability and Nexus thresholds are your tools, your reward, and our future. How can I help?
Alright, I guess explain what the points are.
What's the rundown on AVP?
Much of the preparation in the Milky Way was determining how to measure success. Thresholds are about capacity, but this is about cost, what we can actually afford to support. Points aren't the most elegant system, but it makes it clear. The more you earn, the more we can deploy.
Okay. It's a good explanation of aliens versus predators.
So, I decide what groups to wake up. Won't everyone be out eventually?
Absolutely. But there's an order to things, lines of support. You can't deploy an omelet without first deploying eggs, and eggs won't get you steak. Except it's people, and how all our lives begin.
You don't really get steak from eggs, but okay.
How are you measuring thresholds?
It's based on resource estimates and general stability, a metric of acceptable scope and risk. The more you achieve, the greater capacity we can accommodate, the more the initiative can do for you. Simplest explanation, the more you do, the more room we have to grow.
Alright, Brecker. Where do I start?
The interface is active and will respond only to a Pathfinder. It's ready for your first selection. You may begin shaping the initiative at your leisure.
So I have the power now to do things. Let's see. Mining operations. I would like to get more resources. Point investment is irreversible. Yeah, sure. One reward to collect. Okay, so I just had the 1 point available right now, so... Alright, so if I do more things, I get more points to use on these things. Maybe get more resources. Oh, apparently there is an inventory capacity. I wasn't sure if there wasn't. It didn't seem like there was an inventory capacity in the game, but I guess there is. I guess I just haven't really hit it yet.
Please report to the commons area.
I got uranium, silicon, but not platinum. Is what I keep trying to find, is platinum. I can't find platinum anywhere.
The mutiny went as well as you'd expect. So much violence. Then, after nearly destroying the station,
jump down the
asked
stairs.
for more power? Good riddance.
Alright, Drax is hanging out in here.
How many times have I told you this story?
343.
Drax.
Wait, what? You've been keeping count?
I keep calling him Drax by accident. Oh my god, he's not Drax, he's Drac. I don't know why they made his name so similar to Drax.
Understood. I'll send an engineer to your office as soon as possible. In the meantime, I sent you some jury rig instructions. Try that, let me know how it works.
Can I talk to him? No.
Superintendent Mackmore, I have some reports here that...
No, I guess I can't talk to him.
Sorry, comms breaking down. Try again later?
Drax, stop turning away from me.
Ryder, can you believe this place?
One space station slightly dented?
You should have seen it a year ago. It was more than just dented. Anyway, thanks for bringing me on. Tan can't kick me off the station now, and it's been nice seeing my granddaughter again.
You really did miss her while you were gone, huh?
I really did. Cash can handle herself just fine, but it's still good to be nearby, just in case.
All right, divert some power from the lower decks.
What about... the report Spender wants?
Ignore them. He can't complain to number 8 about what he doesn't know. He bothers you, let me know. I'll drop by. Dell told me you saw her arguing with Spender. Hijack's doing his best to throttle my department.
How's he getting away with that?
Spender doesn't know the first thing about engineering, but he knows how to play people. More importantly, he still talks to the exiles. I'm sure of it. I just can't prove it without your help.
This needs to be investigated.
I'm glad someone thinks so.
Yes.
Talk to Kandros. He likely has security footage, some kind of evidence. But you'll have to convince him to authorize release.
Let's go do that.
Nothing more for now.
Later.
All personnel, be aware of any suspicious activity. Security is on heightened alert.
Well, I think we've run into everybody so far. Except for PB. I don't know where PB's hiding.
The suspect's in custody.
Glad to see you finally. I hear you've been busy out there.
That's one word for it.
If you need anything, come see me, even if it's just a vent.
I was told I should talk to you about the mutiny.
I wasn't on the Nexus when it happened. I started reading up on it, but you know how things get around here.
Do you know where Spender was during that time?
Why Spender? Wait, you think he might have had something to do with the mutiny?
Maybe. Just trying to sort things out.
You know, the logs I did look through showed a few discrepancies. I meant to dig deeper. If you're investigating, how about I give you access to the security vid archives?
Thank you.
Anything else?
That's all I needed.
Bye, Kandros. Duty calls.
You and me both, Pathfinder.
Tracking enemy activity. Apex leaders notified.
Where's the security footage? Press feed access the viability screen. Oh. EOS 82. Okay, it's not too bad. We're getting there. I wish this thing would start at the main menu. Firefighters. Run the equation on Hyperion. Oh yeah, we gotta go visit this too. Center malicious site, which I can't get to the malicious site yet. Speak with Tan. Oh, I gotta speak with Tan about that. Go back and talk to him. Monkeys. Why do we have monkeys? Footage. Alright, let me go talk to Tan first before I forget.
Good to see you.
Yes, this is your
We're seeing more and more skirmishes with the cat.
They are... Ryder, you're off to a promising start. I meant what I said. You are a symbol now of hope that things will get better. Though I worry about this terraforming network. What do we really know about it?
It's like nothing we've ever seen. It's clear somebody had big plans for this cluster.
But who?
Not sure yet, but at least we're on the trail.
Did you have some other business?
Director, I checked out that murder. Nilken didn't do it, but there's proof that he meant to.
This is unfortunate. We're trying to give the people a sense of stability, leadership they think they can count on. And we're setting precedent for justice here in Andromeda. Now this, a convicted murderer who didn't commit the murder.
Maybe we should have a trial by jury or something like that.
These things are almost never black and white.
I know. If we suppress the evidence and uphold the conviction, we're banishing a man for a crime he technically didn't commit. If we throw the conviction out, we're freeing a man who tried to take matters into his own hands, then covered it up. Your investigation complicated this. You should take responsibility for the outcome. Do we still exile him for murder?
Or you could reduce his sentence. You could do something in the middle, you know. You don't have to completely release him, but you don't have to... Releasing him would be kind of... Alright. In a situation like this, just focus on the particulars of the actual crime. Did he murder the dude? No, he did not. Release him.
It was crazy down there, life and death. But his shot didn't kill Reynolds. We have to let him go.
You're a bottom line type of person. I hope we don't regret it. All right, so be it. He will do community service for his role in the chaos. But he's a free man. Well, at least we'll have the sordid business behind us.
Yes. If you want to try him for thought crime, that's a different prosecution there.
Put in a good word for us.
Yeah. Because he decided he was guilty on a charge of murder, and that's why he was in jail. But since he didn't actually commit murder, therefore the judgment is invalidated. Now, if you want to try him for thinking of murder, that's a different issue entirely. In this case, yeah, probably the best option is just to release him. and be done with it. And he is gone. Okay.
Superintendent Cash reminds everyone, all power grid adjustments must be...
Huh, this file won't play. Sam, can you boost the quality?
Processing. Playback initiated.
Wait, is he handing something over to one of the mutineers?
Take this. It'll help you the armory. Don't...
I am sorry, Pathfinder. This backup file is corrupted. The audio tracks are heavily degraded. Someone may have deleted the original, and this version was restored during a system-wide reset.
Yeah, that's suspicious.
Sounds like a cover-up to me.
I concur. While I cannot restore any more audio, the location appears to be Kadara.
How do you figure?
In common parlance, lip reading.
Oh, you can do that.
I do not recognize the location from any current data. It appears mountainous and populated. We will need to find the planet before I can confirm. I will contact you via my node.
We haven't been to Kadara yet, so I guess
confront him.
that's gonna have to wait. Maybe.
A reminder to all personnel, overtime hours remain in effect. Any logistics updates are due within the hour.
Front spender about the security footage. And where is he at? Oh. Oh, is it this way? Yeah, he's up here somewhere. William Spender. Stop right there. You violated the law.
Ryder, is it? William Spender. Apologies if we met before. I meet a lot of people running colonial affairs.
Running colonial affairs? I thought you were the assistant director.
That's right. Assistant to Addison. So we know who does all the real work.
From what I've heard, your hands are pretty dirty. I saw the footage. You were handing something off?
What footage? From Gavorkum? Routine business meeting. Whoever you're talking to clearly has an axe to grind. And frankly, a Pathfinder shouldn't be wasting time on a witch hunt. You'd be wise to let this be.
Another level up. Alright, well we can't do anything more with this quest. Gotta wait till I get to the planet.
Superintendent Cash reminds everyone, all power grid...
Can't do anything with that. Oh, I gotta go talk to dear old sis. Go visit dear old sis.
Top scientists have a few
Probably.
A ray of hope for sleep-starved residents. Maintenance begins on malfunctioning sun lamps, causing unending daylight in some Nexus quarters. This is H&S.
Once we gather a few more colonists, we'll be taking you over to the Nexus. You'll need to clear it.
This is not good. Damned exiles.
Hmm? What's up? What's up? You have a quest marker. What's up? Talk to me. Talk to me, man. What's your problem? What's your problem, man?
Boy, Pathfinder. Today has not been a good day.
Why's that?
A large shipment of medical supplies intended for Prodromus was intercepted by those damned exiles. Scouts confirmed they've divvied the supplies up among their own outposts.
Well, sounds like something for me to do. I'll deal with it.
I'll see what I can do about reclaiming them.
That would be great. Thanks. Maybe when you come across them assholes, you can rectify all this.
Harry, what's happening with Sarah?
Well, we got her out of the pod. I don't want to get your hopes up, but Sam managed to, find her, you might say.
I don't follow.
Well, she's still in a coma. But she also has an implant like yours, and Sam managed to access it. He's made contact.
I wouldn't think that's even possible.
You and me both, but Sam, well, I guess supercomputers have a different view of things.
Though in a coma, Sarah's mental processes remain intact.
So, is she okay?
You can ask her yourself. A moment while I establish a link with her implant. Proceed.
Sarah? Can you hear me?
Is that you, little brother? What's happening? Where am I?
There was a problem with your stasis pod. You're in a coma on the Hyperion. Do you understand?
I think so. Am I dreaming?
Sam linked into your implant, but they say you're stable. You're safe and sound in the medbay.
This is so weird. I hear you, but I can't feel anything. Where's Dad? Is he doing okay?
He's busy right now.
He's away on a mission right now. I know he's worried about you, though.
Yeah, I know Dad. He probably said, she'll live, and went off to go study some new form of algae.
It wasn't like that. He cares.
How many times has he yelled at you so far?
Oh, the usual.
Well, when he gets back, tell him he needs to stop picking on my little brother. What's home like? Is Habitat 7 as beautiful as they promised?
Yeah, it's kind of taken over by the space fungus.
There's been some complications. The Golden Worlds didn't exactly deliver.
Damn. Well, we knew it could get rough. Dad will find us a place to live.
Yeah, I'm sure he will.
And I should be there helping you guys do it.
Well, you were never one to quit, Sarah. A little nap won't hold you back.
Hell no, it won't. As soon as I'm up, I'm helping you and Dad find home.
You got it.
And then...
What happened?
The connection was only temporary. Her condition remains stable.
Sorry, it seemed better than nothing. I'll keep you posted, promise.
Thanks, Harry.
I saw that. I saw you try to T-pose there. All right. Let's see, what else can we do while I'm here? Can't do that. Don't know about that right now. EOS, can't do that because of radiation. Firefighters run the equation on the archetype here. Okay. See about this quest here. Habitation.
Residents are still mourning the loss of Gene Garson, and the initiative founder was killed when the Nexus hit the Scourge. An official tribute is planned.
I think these people are going to be in mourning for a long time.
Details so far. Without Gene, we wouldn't be here. But now that we are here, we need to focus on surviving before we can celebrate.
This is HNS.
Angry woman. Yes, it is me. And you are?
You, Pathfinder. I have a word or two for you.
Is there a problem?
Your father is my problem. He's everyone's problem. We're all paying for Alec Ryder's ego. He preyed on Jean Garson's trusting nature and bulldozed us to this godforsaken place. Now she's dead, and we'll all soon follow.
Not if I can help it.
This might be my dad's mess, but I will clean it up.
Talk about ego. You're no different from him. You think you could do this all yourself. Go to hell, Pathfinder.
Okay then. I will leave you to your anger. E? What? Why is the thing? What's that? Sample of hops. Oh. Okay. Somebody brought some hops. You can make beer.
Welcome back, Ryder.
Dr. Aradana at the tech lab sent some equations for you to solve.
I'm ready.
Transferring them now. Have fun. Hey, what the? Sam!
Malicious code detected. Please stand by.
A virus.
Sam?
Attempting to countermand malicious code. Please stand by.
Is there anything I can do? Sam! Is that another malfunction, or... Sam, you trying to show me something? Okay, I think I got it. Sam, talk to me!
Hello, Pathfinder. Please initialize the console to restore normal operations.
Sam, what happened?
The equations contained a Trojan horse program, a virus, specifically targeted to sever our connection and render me helpless. Reconnecting would be impossible.
Uh-huh. You need to go have a word with... Who did I get this thing from? I forgot. It was... the person in the research lab. I think that's who I got this stuff from.
You'd need a crack AI programmer to create a virus like that.
Yes. Only my unique adaptions prevented permanent damage.
Unlock the door. Let's head to the tech lab and see what Dr. Aradana has to say.
Yeah, they didn't have a nice good word. Nice long chat. Starting first with what the hell? Been asking, where the hell did you get this thing from?
We can start building a bank of vaccines
Another power
once
short.
we get more biomaterial.
It's that scourge I'm wondering about. Standard colony radiation shield should handle it, but I hate should.
Welcome, Pathfinder. Did Sam solve the equations I sent?
No.
Solve them? They almost brought down Sam Node.
The equations contained a virus designed to target artificial intelligence.
You think I... Never. I abhor violence against any life, organic or synthetic.
Yeah, but your IT security practices, are gonna need reviewing.
Then how did the virus find its way into your equations?
Perhaps my files were altered or replaced. But why?
I've seen a lot of down with AI sentiment lately. Graffiti, complaints to 10. Perhaps someone took the next step.
Why would anyone hate artificial intelligence?
Synthetic life has different needs and motivations. It can be mysterious and powerful. Many fear what is not understood.
Well, I mean, yeah, there is some legitimate reason for that fear. in the Mass Effect universe even, because, you know, Geth.
Everything's uncertain. Maybe they just want to feel safer.
Attacking Sam is bold, though. I wonder if there have been similar incidents.
The AI kiosk was busted this morning.
I can look around.
We have a mystery. VI kiosk, that's... There you go. Oh.
Why not ask for more details?
Avina has gotten red.
Detecting Pathfinder Ryder.
Hi there. Excuse the educational stuff. I hacked Avina as a sock puppet. So, our virus set you free. Hope you're doing better without that AI jammed into your head.
Who are you?
Who am I talking to right now?
A friend. Our movement sent the virus to save you.
Pathfinder, it's possible they don't realize their virus failed. Pretending that it worked might win their trust.
That's not a bad idea.
Ryder?
I feel weird without him now. My brain feels empty.
I'm grateful, just woozy.
Feels so empty in the head now.
See, this is what our movement's all about stopping. Knight says human AI merging is a threat to all life. She'd know, trust me. Oh, Knight's our founder. The virus wouldn't exist without her.
I should thank Knight in person.
I'll ask her. She might even give you a tour of our sanctuary.
Great, thanks.
Can't promise anything, but what's your email? Bye.
A whole movement of AI-hating hackers, with a leader called Knight.
She and her followers seem to have experience with human-AI partnership.
Imagine what
If they
it could
attack
do
you,
to your family.
they're capable of anything. I'll check my email. We need to find them.
Alright.
Hello.
On hold. Okay. Backlist is on hold now. Is there anything I can do with this here?
Residents are still mourning the loss of Gene Garson. The initiative founder was killed.
Investigate center site, investigate militia site. I don't think I can investigate the militia site, but we will see what I can do here. I'm gonna take care of as many little quests here on the Nexus here before I move on.
Visitors herald the vortex as a sign of civility, and the opposite of civility, as more sleepers wake in need of a drink. This is HNS.
What? Oh, there's something over here too.
Security is on heightened alert.
Scan and trace the wiring to locate the panel that the saboteur used.
The suspect's in custody.
Hydroponics reports oxygen production is not.
Supply request is in. Half ammo today. Focus on melee.
Okay. Oh. Have to follow the wire. Use that one?
Pathfinder, I received the data from Sam. It really is sabotage.
Any idea as to who it might be?
Yeah. All these panels were worked on by Zara. I just can't believe it.
Security video logs confirm that Zara Kellis worked on these panels, as well as the one Raj Patil encountered.
Well, shit. Any idea where she is now?
Kellis is currently working on a panel on the Hyperion main deck.
Okay, to the Hyperion.
Pathfinder has died. Alec Ryder. You're listening to HNS, your source for news in Helios, an independent arm of the Andromeda Initiative.
Excuse me, do you have a moment to speak?
Zarakelis?
Yes?
I have evidence you've been sabotaging the Nexus.
What? No, I'd never... I've been looking into this myself. I have the scans to prove it. Here. I'll transfer the scans I took to your Omni tool.
Funny. Raj was investigating the same thing, and it led us to you.
My scans point at Raj as the one. So unless someone was setting us both up, I just don't understand.
The data Miss Callis has accumulated is strangely similar to Mr. Patel's. A third party seems likely.
Looks like someone is using both you and Raj to cover their tracks.
They'd need pretty high-level access for that. Still, it's better than thinking Raj could have done this. But it means all the data I have is useless. Wish I had access to the security cams. I bet we could find something there.
Yes, I gotta talk to Candace again.
We're onto them. I'll check out the security cams. Raj, you there?
Yes. How did it go? Is it really her?
Wasn't her. She had proof pointing at you. I figure someone's been messing with you both. Just keep a low profile and don't talk to anyone. I'm on it.
Don't worry, Pathfinder is on the case. I'm the best at pushing buttons.
Authorities continue work to establish contact with our Milky Way descendants. As of now, beacons confirming arrival in Helios remain unanswered. This is HNS.
A reminder to all personnel, overtime hours remain in effect.
This file is useless. Let's check another. And another scrambled file.
Coincidence seems unlikely.
Let's check another. This file is also corrupted. Definitely not a coincidence. You'd need pretty high clearance to mess with the security camera files. Someone working for Kandros, maybe.
That is the most probable scenario.
Think you can get enough out of the files to find a match using biometric scans, Sam?
The files were badly scrambled, but if I combine all the available identifiers, it might work. Based on the limited information available, we are looking for a human male, assigned either to the Nexus or Hyperion. You will need to conduct scans from close proximity.
Got it.
Okie dokie. A scanning we go.
Biometrics do not match.
Okay.
Apex team leaders reporting back.
The bar opens on the Nexus. Visitors herald the
Biometrics do not match.
And the opposite of civility. As more sleepers wake.
Superintendent Cash reminds everyone, all power...
A worker was lost to space during repairs on the Nexus hull. The victim's name has been withheld until next of kin in the Milky Way is notified. This is HNS.
Inaccurate match.
What are you doing, soldier?
Scan results show a partial positive. Target is most likely suspect.
Who is he?
Dale Atkins reports to Kandros' department, assigned to station security.
What you doing with the panel, huh?
Dale Atkins, right? We need to talk.
Look, not to be rude, but I have work to do.
Is that what you call it?
Is that what sabotage is called these days? Work?
You're pretty arrogant for the new kid. You don't even know what's been going on.
Proof says you've been up to no good.
Figures. Screw this. Screw all you hypocrites on this station. You weren't here when they kicked out our loved ones. Mutiny? We just wanted answers. My sister is out there. I don't even know if she's alive or...
Whatever happened back then, hurting people now makes no sense.
What do you know? I don't care what you think. The mutiny leaders were right to demand to know what was going on.
You could have hurt people. killed them.
Like those who got killed when the leadership had the Krogan stomp on my friends? I'm done talking. I confess, it was me. Do whatever you want.
Why don't we turn them into the authorities? Why don't we have an option for that?
Not my call. The Nexus leaders will make that decision.
That lot make a decision? That'll be the day.
Hold on, arrest that man. Never mind, he's gone. Okay. Can't do that, can't do that. Anything left here? Can't do anything with that. Monkeys, no. Take Milky Way hops back to the vortex. Okay, I can do that. Access the terminal. Keep up Addison's assistant.
What's the latest about Wiki?
Hey, where am I going? I'm going the wrong way. Boy, I do enjoy riding the subway car. So exciting.
Colonial Affairs, please advise Director Tan of your status.
Pathfinder, AVP leveling continues as per your directions. And of course, the interface remains accessible for any future adjustments. Sweet protocol and process. Now we're living.
Why'd you join the initiative?
I was a teacher. A good life. I could see the positives and negatives right through to the end.
You did the math and it said, come to Andromeda?
No. I just didn't like being able to see the end. Here, I don't have a clue what tomorrow will bring. Feels more like living.
I have a specific person I want brought out of cryo.
Name and designation if available.
That's it? You'll just do it?
Nowhere in my job description does it say, argue with the Pathfinder. That said, I record all interactions. If something you ask for causes trouble, there'll be no doubt that you're responsible.
Let's keep this between us. Here's the info.
Deployment will begin shortly. Is there anything else, Pathfinder?
The basics. Oh. You can make a new group of sellers from Crossley to blah 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 blah. Do I have another thing? Financial infrastructure and credits from investments. Group prices from buying. Increase my inventory. Just do not consumable, regular. Team for organic materials. Tech material. Hidden caches. Tactics. Well, I can't do anything right now anyway. Alright, okay. Let's see, go to the Vortex, drop off the beer hops. And I think I'm probably done the Nexus for now. I keep Keep going the wrong way. Wrong way? Why do you keep going wrong way?
Species are at odds as talks break down over a unified curriculum for initiative kids. The Asari say they'll wait it out until demands are met. This is HNS.
So how'd things go?
Wow, where did you find those? Never mind, don't answer that. I think they're straight from the Milky Way.
Here. Alright, so this is there, return to Prodromos. Access to terminal. Where's the terminal? What terminal am I supposed to access?
If I was intelligent, I could hold this entire station hostage.
This is cat DNA? Are you sure the scan isn't contaminated?
I'm certain.
I guess these are just more fetch quests, I guess.
More data on life in the cluster, whatever you can find.
Okay. Okay. Better crafting. I still can't. Signal. Gotta find minerals, find cores. Still can't craft that chest piece. I don't have platinum. Escape points of failure. Miners. Okay, we'll do that. Ta-da.
Scan to assess the nature of the damage.
Founder of the initiative. On behalf of the Nexus, I welcome you to the Cultural Center. Please have a look around. We hope you'll enjoy learning about them.
Can I just... Yes, I can just jump over this. Bonk. Oh, joy, I get to ride the subway car again.
Top scientists have few answers, as the dark energy anomaly known as the Scourge limits travel and communication in the cluster. This is HNS.
I'm sorry, lad.
Residents are...
Creature. Drax, why did you not eat the creature?
Pathfinder, I believe you found the culprit responsible for the power shortages.
Capture it.
Alert Professor Herrick to come secure it.
Done. Alright. And that is it. Okay, that is everything I can do for now.
Apex personnel, please check your duty roster for important updates.
I'll go back to Tempest. And we'll head back to space. And that is where I will stop for tonight. So, I'm caught up on side quest for now. Next time we'll continue with main quest.
Repairs on the Nexus hull. The victim's victim's name has been withheld until next of kin in the Milky Way is notified. This is HNS.
I don't care what she says. We can't work.
The human Pathfinder has died.
Hello?
Hello. Free for an interview. Sure. He be depraved. Do I have to go back to Nexus to talk to her? Like, I don't want to do that.
I'm planning evacuation drills too. Need to start running those. Good idea. I know I'll need a refresher.
Just a tip, if you need to evac in deep space, you're probably not coming back.
Only if you don't know the drill.
Why do we have this thing again?
Oops. Looks like our Pyjack friend got out of his cage.
Oops, all monkeys.
Won't he? The exercise will probably do him good.
Did you let him out of the cage?
Ryder?
Nothing. Okay.
See you later, Cora.
I'll be here.
Okay, yeah. I'm just gonna stop here. Alright. That's it. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you next time. Do more main quest next time. Anyway. I go now.